So you'll click on the little circle and square, go to shapes, and find the hexagon. There it has the number of sides on it in case you can't tell because it's so tiny. So I'm going to click the hexagon, and what you'll notice is if you click and drag, you're going to get the shape, but it's going to be all distorted. So the way to do it, to make it not distorted, click that again, is to hold down the shift key while clicking and dragging, and that keeps it proportionate. So the shift key while clicking and dragging. Doesn't really matter what size you make it in this canvas. Hold down the shift key, click and drag to make it bigger. It'll probably just be easier while you're working to make it nice and big. All right, so now we have our first shape down. This is sort of our canvas, the hexagon is, and now you can do some edits. So when you click on the shape, you can change the color of the border. So you can come up with your own color scheme. The last thing I did was very orange. I think I'm going to go with an earthy color now. And you can change the border weight. So as you see, increasing that number gives you a thicker border. The inside, you can change the color also. I'm going to make it transparent for now. I may end up changing that. We'll find out. It's a very kind of free flow thought design that you will be making here. Really no planning to it, just in the moment. So now you basically can just start to add shapes in it. You can make it completely symmetrical, radial, not radio, or asymmetrical, or just make it a shape to hold in pieces. I like the idea of symmetry. I like order, so that's what I'm going to go with. So what I'm going to do is just start making some designs in it. I'm going to start with a call out shape with one of these. Again, these tell you how many little points are in it. Let's see what the 12 does. Again, to keep it proportionate, you're going to hold down shift. Okay. Uh-oh, what did I do? Where did it go? I don't know what I clicked there. All right, so there's my shape. I can try to center it. When you're trying to center things, when you see those red lines and it does the crosshair like that, that's going to be the center. So that will help you with that. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller. I think I'm actually good with that shape. I could also fill in the color, which I think I will start playing around with now. So I want earthy colors. I like this green, but that's a little too green for me. So I'm going to go to custom and drag this over to a more earthy, olivey green. You could also change the transparency to see things if you like. Lots of stuff you could play around with there. Ooh, I like it already. This is very cool. And then you just, you keep adding. And one sort of shortcut way of doing different shapes. Let's say I want a triangle in here. Again, I'm going to hold shift just so I get a nice equilateral triangle. Let's say I want this to be here. I got that red line, so I know it's in the center. I want to send it to the back, so I'm going to right click on it and send backward. So it goes behind it. Change the colors. Let's go with a lighter yellow, and let's go with a paler green. See how that looks. I'm okay with that. That works for me. So once I got that how I want it, I'm going to click copy and paste. And I'm just using my keyboard shortcuts, but you could also do it through the controls. And I want this to be symmetrical, so I'm going to flip it, right click on it, and you can click on flip horizontally or vertically. I usually forget how that'll make it look. See, that just did nothing, so I clicked the wrong one. Rotate, flip vertically is what I wanted. Okay, move that down, change the order to send it backward so it goes behind it. And I need it to come down just a smidge more. There we go. And again, I'm going to click copy and paste. And one will go here, and I'm going to have to can also turn it that way, 90 degrees. It's going to go there in the middle. Change the order, send to back, copy, paste, go ahead and flip it. Oops, rotate, flip, horizontally. Yes, okay, that time I got it. Scooch it over here, keep it on that red line, right click, order, send backward. So now I have a design started and I can just keep going, building this up. I could put in some circles. Again, if you want it to be proportionate, hold down the shift key while you do it. That looks like it'll put it right there in that. Let's play around with the border weight and bring it down. I don't really know what I want with this one yet. So let's just have some fun. Pop a brighter green. I'm not digging this green. I kind of want a brown, I think. All right, so now I can click copy, paste. I'm just going to do this for a few of them. So I have a couple of those shapes cloned that I can drag around and see what I want. Of course, I can always click and delete them if I'm unhappy with anything. Lots of layering. I just realized that's a little too far out. There we go. Let's see what happens here. You might also start to notice like things that don't quite match up. Can get a little annoying if you're persnickety like me. That's all right. There. And then you just basically can keep building it up, changing colors, playing around with the design, and flipping and changing the order of things. Perhaps I want this background to be a color, so I can click on that shape, give it a solid background. I'll know that it's not transparent because I won't be able to see that checkerboard in the background. If there's that checkerboard, that means it's transparent. This is interesting. I don't think well, let's go with it for now. Okay, so besides the shapes, you could also play around with lines. And let's say, I don't know, I might not even like this. Put a line there. Again, you can play around with the width and the color. You can copy and paste it. And play around with those things however you want. I don't really like those, so I'm gonna delete it. Oops. Oh, I messed up. Gotta go back to the arrow tool. Delete, click on it, delete, click on it, delete. And I somehow deleted, I don't even know when I deleted that other triangle. So let me just reverse all of my steps here. There it is, okay. Ah, I see what I did there. So this one is too far back. So, all right. Turn that white, right click the shape, send it all the way to the back. There we go. All right, so let's say this were done. I could obviously still do a little bit more, and you can play around with yours for however long you want.